There we go. We're live right now. Let me go check it to make sure. Technical difficulties over here. And oh yeah, looks like we're live. Let me see. Yeah,
Nice.
we're live now. I don't know why it
Nice.
wasn't working earlier. I think it might have been because of LinkedIn. I was trying to
Oh, well,
connect to because it
okay.
doesn't have a destination when I'm using this. This is what I'm using to stream on. So we was trying to go here earlier. If you guys didn't know, I was having some technical difficulties on my end. But yeah. So usually I do my introduction. But it's all good. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go. I'm still gonna do a introduction. So you're tuning into the philosophy for me to give you the philosophy how to expand a bit upon your creativity, imagination, and innovation. Everything is created twice, first in the mind, then it becomes reality. Wherever the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. So you go out there day after day to do the work, the confidence to put yourself out there boldly, authentically, even though the success, the creation has not arrived, has not manifested just yet. But you know that the richest place on earth, the richest real estate on earth is the graveyard where dreams and goals and everything else die along with you because you did not have the frameworks, you didn't have the confidence, the go getter energy. But that's all going to change because you got to have the go getter energy, the frameworks that I'm going to give you to go out there to make things happen instead and wait for things to happen. This is the method, the philosophy known as create like a God. This is your man, Jaron Mitchell, aka Jaron Winning Mitchell, to help you win because you are the master, you are the co-creator of your own reality, and you are made in the image of God. Anyways, we got this interview. I got this interview with Brandon Marcellus right here. This is my boy. I was trying to do something earlier. I was having technical difficulties on my end, so I had to figure it out. I was thinking about ending. I was like, you know what? No, we're gonna push this through. We're gonna push this through. But
Oh, yeah.
Brandon, go ahead and tell the audience about yourself. And I know we're gonna be talking about artists, being an artist and entrepreneurship because me and you are artists. We're entrepreneurs and we're business. And tell us a little bit about yourself and how yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you do and what is the one of the, actually yeah, tell us about yourself and what you've been doing lately.
So, of course, my name is Brandon Marcellus. Basically, I guess you could call me a creative artist and entrepreneur. Within that creative artist realm, for me, is I'm an illustrator. I've done children's books. I've done comic books, and then also graphic designer, logos, flyers, banners, the works. Just you name it, I'm into it. Websites, stuff like that. But I also, on the entrepreneur side, I like to get into also apparel, different stuff like that, and then also to opportunities. What I've been doing lately is mostly client work, just like logos, designing, illustrations, comic books, stuff of that nature, and just looking to start to kind of expand upon those things and just also build business and being able to also be an artist and an entrepreneur and then just mesh those two together to create that love child. So yeah.
All right, right on. And you know what? I was just thinking about something. I was just thinking about something right now. I'm a shout out to EO Fire John Lee Dumas because he said, "Are you paired to ignite?" I'm gonna say, Brandon, are you ready to create like a god? I should have said that earlier.
Absolutely.
I just thought about that. Oh, creators, co-creators over here. So, Brandon, I'm happy to,
Absolutely.
that you share. I'm happy that you shared that, and I know how we met. The audience don't know how we met. Um, which many of the audience don't know is like we met. I met Brandon through Refall. We met each other through Refall, and that's because we're both artists. And I believe, if I remember, Refall reminded me. No, he reminded you reminded me of me or something like that. I can't actually remember, but I remember he introduced you to each other, and we both artists, we both creative individuals looking to get into space and have some ideas. And besides all that, what tell us how did you get your first client? Because we know we talk about entrepreneurship, business, and many artists don't know. They actually, I won't say don't know. They don't want to be entrepreneur. They don't want to sell their work. They just want to create. Yes, but if, the more you create, and you're going to use these softwares that you're using, it costs money. The equipment that you use to make things costs money. So you need to learn how to get your ROI back, which is return on investment. So tell us, how do you able to get your first client, and what did you do to do that?
Ooh, funny story. Maybe funny, but not so funny story. But I got into. I was okay. So when I tell you the story, I was reminded I'm fresh out of high school, so I'm thinking like young and crazy. So my first client kind of came out of me getting in trouble, so to speak. Um, I uh, I had an incident where I had to kind of, I guess you could say, take care of certain things. Because I got an, I didn't, it wasn't, I didn't get in trouble bad. It was more of like, you know, and I had an accident basically, and so at the time I had to cover certain fees and stuff like that, with legal fees and kind of thing. So my first client, we were working on a game, and he knew me from his wife because I actually went and applied to try to be a comic strip artist. And so basically through that, he's like, hey, he draws pretty good. Why don't you come on and we work on that? So I'm fresh out of school. I'm going to art school, and I'm like, okay, you know, sure. We brought up a contract. It wasn't much at the time, but for a first person doing any kind of art, it was like, oh, I can do this. Whew, this is kind of cool money. And so, I got my first client where you designed a game, a different version of I think it was Monopoly, and we designed the game, and I actually basically, we did the boards, we did the tokens, we did everything. And so, it was a pretty cool experience. And from there, I just started to, like, my mind went to racing, like, what if I could do this again and again and again? So just kind of started a fire inside of me to kind of start keep doing art and kind of go into that realm and just start expanding into that. So
Okay,
yeah.
and you said legal issues, so what's that to do with some art? Because
Well, with the legal issues was
you don't have,
that,
you don't have to get too in details, and it's just that was like a setback type of thing.
yeah, well, the legal issues was the fact that, I, at the time, like I said, I was a kid, so to speak.
Yeah, I
I was at
understand.
fault in the accident, so that was a legal issue. I had to kind of go to court, so to speak. But through my art, I was able to take care and learn my lesson, and then also get an even bigger lesson that, hey, you can do art, dude. You know, and then I got the confidence from the person that
Hmm.
I was doing art for, and it's like, you're pretty good.
Interesting.
You should do
So,
this.
so
So
interesting. So basically, you went through something which is kind of like a setback, right? And it
mhm.
became an opportunity later on. And this is what I want to tell you, the audience that's right here that's listening, which I read the book Think and Go Rich. Every set failure is a seed and equivalent. If I'm saying this right, it equal a greater benefit. So what you have felt before is either you're going to get something either equal or even better, because failure is a learning lesson. Failure gives us to make us learn and develop our character. So that's very
Absolutely.
interesting that you shared that. I'm glad you shared that. And I know and another thing I like to say is that what made you, I won't say made you, but what, like what, how you able to meet Rafal? Because if many of us don't know, we actually we're on the same team with Rafal, which we do affiliate marketing. And if you're an artist, I suggest you do affiliate marketing. And I'm going to be talking about affiliate marketing and other extra ways to make some income. Because if you like something or a brand, you be able to sell it and be able to get a commission. But what is it that what actually, let me just say this. Did you know about Rafal before, or you watched them and then you're like, okay, yeah, I want to get in. I want to start doing this.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So basically, I got into it from one of his I think it was one of his students, or at the time he was really, they were in the same academy,
Uh-huh.
and he messaged me on Instagram, was like, "Do you want to learn affiliate marketing?" I had no idea what affiliate marketing was at the time. And I'm fresh and new. I'm like, yeah, sure. What is this? And so he got me into, it was two people at the time. It was Rafael and another person, and I think I chose Rafael. And just from there, I was just looking and watching, and just seeing what this whole world was about. And just, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 years after, I forgot what the time span was, but I, finally was like, you know what, let me try this thing out, you know. And Rafael gave me the gist of what the product was, the magic, and and just from there, became an eye opener, so to speak, for affiliate marketing and what it can do. So, yeah, that's kind of how we kind of
Yes.
got into it and met. So,
Yeah. And if you audience, you don't know what affiliate marketing is, Amazon has it. You can sign up for Amazon. What is it? Best Buy, Walmart, all of them have them, but we got it where it's pretty simple and you get the training. The training is for free. Um, but besides all, we're gonna talk about that. We could talk that on a later time. Me and Brandon's gonna be collaborating. But what is it that like Rafal, um, like you met Rafal and everything, and what was the conversation like when he said, "I know someone," like basically how he met? Because I know he introduced us because we're both artists. We like entrepreneurship. What was how did he come up with that when he was listening to you? And he's like, "Oh, I know someone you could talk to." Is it something like that, or the conversation? If you don't mind sharing.
no, I don't mind. I'm trying to remember because I know
Yeah,
he
it's been a
sort of,
while. Yeah, it's been
yeah.
a while. Yeah.
I think what he did, he interjected the conversation into me meeting you, and he's
Hmm.
like, "Well, you're an artist. He's an artist. You guys can learn from each other, and why don't we set up a meeting so that you guys can meet?" And the rest is history. We just kind of hit it off automatically. So and that was the kind of the way he kind of just kind of interjected it, like, you guys are artists. Why don't you guys work together? I'm like, okay, sure, sure. So
Look
yeah,
look at us now. Later on, what a few years later, now we talk about discussing working together.
absolutely.
All right, and another thing I like to say is what will be like the biggest struggle that you've been through, the moment that you was like, ah man, not I say failure, struggle that you've been through recently.
uh Been through a lot of failures actually, and I'm even now up until recently, I've been, I think for biggest thing for me is learning. I think the biggest thing is sometimes is management. A lot of times it's really more of your internal person. I love there's an African proverb that I love, that when there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. And that for me, I'm learning, because Raphael really talks about the mindset, and it's always the mindset first before any kind of abundance comes in. And so my biggest failures have always been, you know, sometimes I may fail my family, sometimes I may fail sometimes my peers, but you know, I've always been the person to always never is just to keep that wheels churning, to never give up, to never stop, to never quit. And if you do make a mistake, it's a mistake where you learn from it and you grow from it, and you kind of, like we like to say, you glow up from it, you grow from it, you know. And so I I will be all here all day telling you the mistakes that I've made, because and I'm gonna probably still make some more, honestly, as we continue to live. But
Yeah, of
you
course.
know,
And from that mistake, the mistake, what have you learned from that mistake? Because we always got to learn from that mistake, and even including me, I do agree. That's why I talk about. I mean, my podcast is based off in the inner world, or create like a god. I don't remember who said the quote, but it was everything that's created twice, first in the mind, and then it becomes reality. We think about 60 to 80 thoughts per day, and
I
a lot
love
of it
that.
subconsciously. So we thinking about things subconsciously. That's why even the negative thoughts will come, but you just gotta put it back. It's gonna come. It's even with like champions, they got something in their head. They no, like like you gotta
Yeah,
be able to develop a mindset and develop a mind, and you have positive thoughts that's coming in every single coming in.
yeah,
That's the dominating thoughts of your mind. That's what Napoleon Hill talks about, is you are the dominating thoughts of your mind. So whatever, if it's negative or positive, you got to make sure the positive thoughts is dominating the mind, or are you positive, was it positive confidence, love, many of the positive emotions, and we're going to feel some negative emotions, but we can't let that just stick with us. We're human beings. And then I say identify the emotions, understand why I feel this way. Okay, I didn't feel this
right.
way, move on from it. It is what it is. But what have you learned from, what is your that mistake that have you learned from recently, that you recently had? Like what was that mistake? What did you learn from that mistake?
I learned the biggest thing that I learned was to make sure to, how can I put everything into one sentence? Make sure you take care of everything that you have in your life, whether that's from your finances to your mindset, and understand you're the biggest investment. You're the biggest investment you can ever make, and then your children and your family go along with your investment. So if you invest in yourself and become the best version of yourself, the highest version of yourself, then it is imperative for you to also leave something behind for your kids and your family. And if you don't have any kids, for your soul child, for those who are in your family, those who look up to you, that next door neighbor's child that may look up to you, or that next door, you never know who's looking up to you. So and so that's my biggest takeaway, is just making sure that you take
Hmm.
care of everything that is within you. There's a saying by Dr. Miles Monroe that I like too. He says that anything you create, you ultimately must sustain. So
Mm,
that's the thing that I
like that.
kind of I'm really, every single day for me, I have to be determined to get up, do what I need to do throughout the day. Sometimes I walk away positive and negatives. Again, like you said, positive and negatives, they come, but you have to always keep yourself in high vibration, your mind and high vibes, and understanding that there's always a brighter day, and then also too that you can create the brighter day as well. You know, so that's my biggest takeaway from my mistakes that I've made recently, and I'm still fighting to get through them too. So
Hmm.
you know,
And you mentioned earlier is an invest. Basically, you're saying like invest in yourself, right? So
yeah,
to you guys that's listening, this is something from Uncle G Grant Cardone that I learned from going through his workshops, which is there's three of them. First, you invest in yourself, then you invest in your business, then you go out and invest some other thing, then you have invest into other things that you can invest in. But you gotta have a vehicle to invest in. And there's something else you said, it slipped my mind. Maybe I should have a pen and start writing stuff down like we what I need to say. Maybe I need to do that. That's what's it. I think I'm gonna give you a funny story. I remember seeing something about Lewis House was talking, and there's people that complain about him when he gets like a thought or something like that he writes down in his notes, and
uh-huh.
there's been like negative comments of him with video of negative comments from people saying, I believe, and it was just saying like, why you need to write stuff down? It was like, no, like it's funny though. It was just funny. Like people complain online for just the littlest things,
Uh-huh.
um, and that's what I get to say is like people gonna criticize you, and I just wanted to mention that because that was just funny. I just thought about that. That was just funny to me, but yeah, man. So what tell us about the projects that you work on. Actually, you said I remember we talked about you. You said you did a book, and you could tell that story of like I think it was in Texas or something like that. You go. You know what? Yeah, go ahead and tell the story. Go tell the story.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. As an artist,
Hmm.
it's pretty surreal to like to be able to see your creation, so to speak, touch a life. And I think that's really kind of what we want anyway, to have that resonation inside of someone. And so what the projects I've been working on for the past couple of years are mostly children's books, like the bigger projects. I have about roughly five, at least I think, that I've done within the span of the 3 or 4 years. One of the most recent ones is called Queen. The one prior to that is called The Real Goldilocks, written by an author her name is Janae Griffin, and illustrated by myself. And that book to put in a nutshell, we had a child who basically changed her hair, because I don't want to spoil the book if anybody's going to purchase it, but the book is very good. It's very inspirational. It's about a young girl who's in the jungle, and I'll let you read it so you can find out the pretty cool things that she does with the animals. But one of the great things about it was that the book changed the life down in Texas, and the little girl, I think she was getting picked on for her hair, and so basically she reads the book and she decides to keep. She said, "Mommy, I'm deciding to keep the hair," and so keep her hair, and so somehow. I'm not sure how, but it got into the news, and our book got into the Scholastic books down in El Paso, Texas. So, shouts out to Miss Janae Griffin for that. And I hope I'm getting the story completely correct, but I know around that those lines is how it went, and we just, in the gist of it, we changed a life, and who knows how many other lives are changed by that story. And then the newest book we have is called Queen. It's written again by Miss Janae Griffin, and that is basically telling our young girls that they're queens and they don't have to follow the lines of what society tells them that they are, but they are beautiful just the way they are. So it's really cool just to see stuff like that, just to resonate like that, and it's amazing. Yeah, yeah.
And this is why you guys, you need to go out and create. Every idea you have, put it out. It could be bad, but put it out, because honestly, you could change people's lives, man. I just look at Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, like all the manga. I read, like, you guys don't know, I watch a lot of anime and read manga, but you probably don't see it right in that bookcase, because I got personal development book. I got a lot of books. I got comic books right over here in this look book case right here. But you could change your life, man. You could change your life through your creation. Absolutely. And you could change someone's life in a positive way. Okay. Naruto. Think of Naruto. Naruto have a great message.
Oh my gosh.
Believe it. He said, was it? He haven't said it, I think, after Shippuden. He never said it in Shippuden, me thinking about it. Believe it, all that other stuff, like in him being Hokage, his dreams. Another one, Asta, Black Clover, dreams of being the Wizard King. One Piece, One Piece is still going, being king of the pirates. Dreams, man. Follow. It talks about dreaming Absolutely. And going for it and taking action. And even though that's all fantasy and everything like that, and it's not real, but you can learn a lot from reading those. Reading. I don't know about to me. I don't know about much about American comics today. I think they're getting destroyed by manga. Honestly, that's my opinion. But like a lot of showing jumps, some of their stuff, like Naruto, even Bleach, all man, the storytelling is amazing, and you can change someone's life, man. You can change someone's life in a positive way, and they can take a lot of, you say it was inspiration and inspiration from it. So that's why I say, go out in there, create it, and the richest place on earth is a graveyard, because the graveyard is where everything at. That book people wanted to make never got done. That invention they wanted to make never got done. The idea never happened because they ended up dying. They didn't take the actions. You gotta think about it. Take the actions.
Right.
I'd rather die taking the actions now. And even though I may my life been taken shortly, then not doing it at all and living and we're full of regret. Honestly, that's just me. So,
totally agree.
You guys go out and start making some things happen. See, you already got what you said, 5 children's books. You got
Yep.
You got a 6th one on the way, right?
The one I'm working
5.
I think it's just 5. The one that I'm working on, my first one I did quite a while ago. That was by, I think the first 2 I did was by the same author. I did a third one, I think it was a coloring book, and the last 2 I did with a different author. It was a really cool experience. All of them very different experiences, and which is the beauty of it, because you wanna kind of capture the story differently each time, depending on how it is, and once I do a course on that, we'll expand upon that. But yeah, absolutely. About 5. The newest project is more of it's a black anime, and it's a really dope, really cool thing, and it's written by a really cool writer, and I can't wait to show it to the world. But yeah.
Can't Can't wait. I can't wait to read about it, man. And I got my own little projects. Man, there's a lot of stuff. I got my own projects I got doing. You guys gonna see, cause you guys gonna see. Watch, cause I know I'm
Oh
doing
yeah.
online, mostly online stuff. I've been doing some art stuff as well. But y'all gonna see, man. Y'all don't see, but you guys gonna see. Fall in the sun of sin is gonna take over. I'm telling you.
Hmm.
Telling you. Well, I'm just telling you, but we'll see how it goes, how the marketplace feels about it. And but yeah, man. So what? Another question I have for you is that I may have asked this already. I don't remember. But what is it that made you think like you as an artist like shifted to be like, oh, this is like me as an artist is like a business. If you ever thought of it that way, because I know I talk about it and I've been saying it because we are a business as an artist. We're a business. You're a brand, and you got to put yourself out there. And not many artists, which maybe this is on me. I didn't have actually. Yeah. What is it that made you think? Okay, I'm not just an artist. I'm also an entrepreneur, and this is a business.
I think my first, I think one a while ago, I was let go from a job and just had to depend upon my skills. And I realized that, I still made some business mistakes, but I realized that, business, kind of taking that the skill and turn it and transcribing it into something that can pay the bills. That because at the time I didn't have anything. Okay, there it is. At the time, I didn't have anything to kind of fall back on. So I just was like, you know what? Let me just use my skills at the time, and from there, the mindset just kind of stuck, you know. And I was doing it off and on. When I got a new job, I was still working on it. People were still calling me, hey, can you do this? Can you do a logo? Can you do a flyer type thing? And just kind of always, I was off and on up until, recently where, I kind of had to do it kind of full time again. So having to kind of this, that's a necessity is a mother of invention. So
Mm-hmm.
you kind of once it became necessary, to make it a short answer, once it became necessary, that's when I kind of was like, okay, all right, let's do this as a business, from hobby to business sort of thing.
Okay, so you was put in that position where you was able to, it kind of forced you to be like, okay, yeah, let's put my skills to good use. Basically, the confidence. So
Yeah.
was that the reason why you didn't want to go, well, you're going all the way in now. So was that the reason why you wasn't able to go all the way in is because you was afraid that you might, you might not, you didn't have the confidence to make it happen?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, because sometimes, and I know, and a lot of times as us as artists, for some of us, I know for me, it was a bit of a confidence drag because I did not. I think it was me trying to get through those waters of do I know anything about contracts? Do I know about anything about how to speak to people? And what if they tell me no? And and it's just that whole rigmarole of like uh, trying to tread through those, kind of swim up that stream kind of thing. And it was just by just jumps, just how you, like when you're a kid, just jump in the pool and find out if you can swim, and then just kind of go through it and figure your way kind of through, make the mistakes again, learn from them, and through that you it's just like, because I do a bit of combat training, and so the more we get it, the more you get into it, the more confidence you have in yourself. You know, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Like anything, riding a bicycle, talking to people, everything, and then understanding what I needed within that circle of what I needed to have, communication skills. I have to be able to produce. I have to be able to get it in a certain time. All of that stuff just played in a role, and I had to get. I stuck to it at first. I'm being honest. Like Les Brown said it best. Anything worth doing. How it goes. Anything worth doing is worth doing badly. So at first, it was terrible, and I suck at it. And then there are some aspects where it's like, let me figure this out, and it's okay. At this point now in my career, I'm more of inspired by the challenge of things versus early in my career, I was more afraid of, oh, what if I make a mistake? What if I do this wrong? kind of thing. So now, yeah, to answer, to give you a short answer, yeah, it was more of a confidence thing. But you know, as you continue to build, you'll get better at it. So
And I
yeah.
like to say to the audience, you're not the only one feeling that way. I felt that way too, recently. And this is the reason. Another reason when you talked about it is also like the business and doing it alone and not really sure. And this is the reason why I came up with the Artistpreneur Masterclass, learning business skills, learning sales, marketing, branding yourself. And for a whole, I guess, year, for me, I've been struggling to put that out because it's like, man, I have not got a client yet for myself as an artist. Okay. If you guys don't know, I like, when I first started doing this stuff, I didn't get supported. So I didn't have so much support of what I started. And I was told, great artists draw that they had from a person that wasn't, a family member that wasn't even an artist themselves, or they just seen their brother that was an artist and he maybe did the practice to get himself as an artist. And she was saying, no, he did not practice at all. It's either kind of like you either have the talent or you don't have the talent, which is a lie. And also, I didn't have a portfolio. So I've been struggling myself with that
Mm-hmm.
to put out this art or figuring out this Artistpreneur Masterclass. But you know what? I've been spending a lot of thousands of dollars learning business skills, learning marketing skills, and putting my money into there, and letting life get in the way. I won't say get in the way, but letting life. I gotta do Uber. I gotta drive Uber or Lyft because that's what I done. And Uber and Lyft is like a love-hate relationship. I'm telling you guys, it's like a love-hate relationship. You want to make some money. They don't give you money. They take more from you. Like these companies, DoorDash and all that. No, so you guys gotta start taking action now. Take control of reality. And for me, it was a portfolio. So I haven't developed a portfolio. And actually, for me saying this, what did you have? Did you have the support from family members? And what was that like? If you did not, if you did, what was it like? And if you did not, what was that like as well?
I growing up, I did. Uh, Growing up, at first I didn't want to do art. I wanted to be a scientist, and I still love science. I won my first art contest in like the third grade, and I was just drawing dinosaurs, and the teacher was like, "Hey, can you do this?" And I did it, and we got into the library at the school. So throughout those years, I basically my family has been a big support. My cousin got me into drawing. He used to draw portraits. And my other cousin, she's a phenomenal painter, and she's actually an art teacher now. And throughout the years, I've had support of my family, so to speak. Certain ones of my family, but once I started going to college and found out that college is expensive, and once I was like, you know what, I can't do this, and I got some very sound advice from my godmother, and she basically told me that you're gonna be the amount you'll be owing back once you finish college. And so I just was like, well, you know what? Let me just try this on my own then. And what I took from it, and then everything else, I basically applied. And as throughout the years, you know, some people were telling me were leaving support. Some family were leaving the support. Some were coming in. And just again, to all those out there who really want to do something, when you're blazing a trail and you're being the first in your family to do something, it is hard because you have to take your if you're an artist, you have to take your legendary pencil sword and start cutting through life and getting through these hurdles and stuff. And with the support or without the support, you have to be your biggest support. Again, back to investing in yourself. And with that, they'll see, and through the course of time, those who left, like in my family, who didn't support, and then those who came to support, they started to see, Brandon, yes, he does really want to do this, and he's actually pretty good at it. So people started to know me, especially my family, like, hey, okay, I see you're really serious about this. So they came back, and then some I actually inspired to get back into their art because I didn't give up on mine and got them back into their art. So, again, it's that dog in the fight, so to speak, and then just being able to overcome so that others can overcome and see your vision, so to speak.
You basically inspired your family to get back into creating. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. You're
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, you good. Oh man, I need to start doing my creative work. But yeah, with me it was a little different. You guys don't know. I don't think many of the artists don't audience don't know this that I talked about it before, but for me, if you're an artist is that struggling with family that doesn't support what you're doing, don't support you as being an artist, start being around people that will support you. You know, find a community, find other people that will keep you accountable, or even a community like I'm looking to build that community like myself, building or helping artists learn sales, marketing, branding skills. I spent the money on doing it. You know, doing affiliate marketing. I'm committed to doing it as well, and also being committed. You know, I mean, accountability because we need to have accountability
absolutely.
partners, and this is me too. Accountability. You know, I need to create some art today. I need to do create some art today, which should have that. If you guys don't know, which is DMOs, daily method of operations. Have you creating artwork, you creating something as the daily method of operation each and every
Absolutely.
day. Okay, for me, I didn't have support. I struggled, you know, not having a portfolio, or I even tried to. I think I went to like Antelope Valley College, and I didn't have to pay anything. I even asked my parents, "Can I just go straight to college and work on?" They said I was told no. You need to work X, Y, and Z. And my brother got that privilege. I didn't get my little brother got that privilege. I didn't get that privilege, but it's all
Oh,
good. It's okay. Yeah, it's all good. My family is not really of an artist type of family or anything like that. They're more of a mechanic. Well, construction mechanic type of stuff. I don't. For me, I don't like dealing with cars, touching cars, doing. I hate doing that honestly. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do as a man. But yeah.
yeah,
So you guys, if you don't have support, man, be around other people that help you, keep you accountable. That will push you, that will help you. Be around those who actually doing that actually give you good advice, because there's people that can give you good advice, or just go out. There's that, and or go out there and do it and start making a good living out of it. And when you make a good living out of it, they will support you. Anyways, it's they're not doing it out of spite. They're doing it because they love you. They're doing it because they
right.
want to protect you. That's the
Yeah,
reason why they're doing it. Okay, so don't take it personally. Don't do that. Don't take it personally. Just say, okay, they don't understand. They may not understand. You know, they may not do. Looking to build a portfolio. You know, that's you as an artist look to build a portfolio, and you know that's how you're gonna have to deal with it if you don't have any support. And that's good that you end up getting support from your family and they're pushing. And for me, it was more of like I'm not complaining, but it's just more of like, you know, why you need a sketchbook, you know, me buying a sketchbook, X, Y, and Z. I didn't have the support, but it is what it is, man. So I decided to
yeah,
forge my own path. And well, yeah, I'm going to Los Angeles Film School. Yeah, it's gonna cost. Yeah, it's costing me money, but I'm willing to take that risk, spend that money, and also spend money on learning sales and marketing skills that they're not going to teach me because I'm looking to build my own business, my own animation and gaming studio.
absolutely.
So yeah, and Brandon, Brandon, me and Brandon gonna be collaborating on some stuff. Trust me,
Oh yeah,
audience right
absolutely.
here, we're gonna be collaborating on stuff, and I'm glad. And Rafal sent you over to me because we're both artists, and we should have done this a long time ago. Maybe because I was just distracted with the Uber stuff, you know, Uber and Lyft. Oh yeah, let's go make some money. You know, that's the whole trap. The Uber, I call it the Uber and Lyft trap. Okay, so don't be in the Uber and Lyft trap where you deteriorating your body. Yeah, you can make some extra money, but it's a trap, man. I think it's a trap, which I'm still in that. I don't
Purpose.
say, yeah,
Yeah.
purpose, man. That's why I'm in here doing some interviews, doing some videos to give you guys some content. Okay, and another thing, I would like to say is that, see, I'm coming up with these questions on the top of my head. Let's see if I can share your website, man. Let me see if you guys
Okay.
where can the audience, because we should go ahead and end this because I know we're a little bit over time because I had technical difficulties over here. So
Okay.
where will the audience and people be able to find you who's replaying the video? I mean, watching this stream, rewatching it, or I mean, just watching it in general. Where can they find you? Which I already got your information, your link. Anyone knows is at the bottom below for this LinkedIn. Not his LinkedIn, his link tree, his link tree. But to the audience that's who's listening, maybe in audio, what can they find you?
You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram under the artist Marcellus, and then the
Mhm.
artist it has a Z in there, with the S should be. And you can find me also too on YouTube. I do post sometimes on YouTube. I've been very busy lately with some certain things in my life, so I haven't been able to post, but I will be soon. You can find me there at the artist Marcellus, or you can look me up on YouTube at Brandon Marcellus there. And then you can find me on Facebook as well under that same name. You can find my page on there as well. And yeah, yeah. And then there's a link in my bio. You can it'll take you straight to my website. You can look at my portfolio, and then you can look at some of the pricing packaging. And then also too, I do videos and stuff too, edit your videos and stuff like that. It's part of the website, but enjoy. If you like stuff, like and subscribe and everything. That's where you can find me.
Give Brandon Marcellus the HBO special. Brandon, you know what the HBO special is?
I don't, but what is it?
It is Help a Brother Out special. Help a brother out. Like and subscribe to him. And also like and subscribe to this video as well. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be teaching you guys, artists, business skills, marketing skills, branding, business, marketing, and branding, finances. Anything that has to do with entrepreneurship, because I am an entrepreneur and also an artist. I say artistpreneur, which we got a workshop on that as well. So if you guys want to, give your man's the HBO special, give me the HBO special too. That's that's 2 times the HBO special, you could say. You helping 2 brothers out.
Absolutely.
All right. So go ahead. And if you guys like any of his work, you can go ahead and contact him about it. And I haven't got any clients yet, but be honest with you guys, I haven't got any clients yet, but I will have some clients soon. And I just got to prioritize the actual thing, which is Uber. We're going to have to write share stuff. We're going to have to end that because it ain't working out. It ain't working out. It's not what I'm doing. It's not what I like. I'm being honest with you guys. But give Brandon the HBO special. Give me the HBO special. Subscribe, like this video as well. And anything else, we'll say, let me see if I can share my screen real quick. And I can show your website. Let me see if I can find actually where there. Oh, there you go. Let's go, Brandon. So I think I clicked on portfolio. One of your links. Oh, I think one of your links don't work. But we can. Yeah, one way. Yeah, forgot to let you know. Yeah, you gotta change that. Oh, what's going on here? Oh no. I don't know what happened. Oh, look like I'm frozen on my computer. No. All right. Well, look like I'm. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Yep.
All right. Yeah, something's frozen on my browser over here. So what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, something's going on with this browser that I'm using for. Let me see. So we're gonna have to probably. What is going on here, my mans? Epic fail. More tech issues on my end. Oh yeah. Anyways, you guys, we're gonna go ahead. Let me exit. Hold on. There might be 2 of me popping out somehow. Watch. Hold up real quick. An error. This is weird. Is my keyboard all right? Hold on, let me make sure my keyboard's good, because I am using a Bluetooth keyboard. Might be my keyboard. Not. Yeah, it's probably my keyboard.
Okay.
Hold on, because it's probably spazzing out right now. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Having tech difficulties over here. I'm gonna have to end it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There we go. Nope, that ain't it. Having some issues. Actually, well, we're gonna end this. I'm having tech issues at the end. That's crazy, man. Let me do this. I'm gonna 10. Let's do this actually. This is kind of the downside of having a Bluetooth keyboard and everything.
I got the okay.
There we go. Ah, shoot. Interesting. Hold on.
Hello, Jaron. I think he went out there.
All right, let's end this. That is weird, man. Let's stop. All right, y'all. Peace. I don't know what happened, but peace. Let me see. Oh, Brandon, you there?
There we go.
Yeah, we still stream. Yeah, I had to close my browser real quick. That was crazy. I don't know what happened right there. That was weird. But let's go right here. Can you see my screen?
Um, it's on black.
It's on black.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it ain't going to work. It's all right. So it is what it is. I'm having issues with having tech issues right now. So you guys go ahead and follow Brian and Marcellus again. Give him the HBO special. Help the brother out. You know, HBO special. Same thing with me.
Yeah.
Me and him going to be collaborating on some stuff very soon. That's the plan, and I'm gonna keep that momentum going, the consistency going. You guys, I'm gonna give you guys some content, create like a God podcast, also some other content as well, marketing, sales tools that I use for my business. Also as well, me announcing this right now. So I don't know which days I'm trying to plan out the days, but I'm gonna have ClickFunnels days, which is you as an artist learning, which I'm learning through copywriting and stuff, but building funnels. Okay, building funnels. And there's a second thing to do. Another tool that I use, you may not be able to use it right now, or you could do like $25 a month for the get 500 leads capacity or something like that, which is Flowchat. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to build. So you got building funnels and also building pipelines, which a pipeline to a funnel. And basically, I can grab anybody. I'm going through somebody else's Facebook and grab those leads and message them in a specific pipeline. And I'm going to teach you guys that as well. I'm going to be learning that and also automating some stuff. So I do want to actually read a few referral about automation in business and stuff like that as well, because I know he's the I call maybe he's the automated. I don't know if he does AI, but the automated guru, I would say. That's what I'm saying. all the stuff automated in the background. I just realized that Zapier, he uses some Zapier and stuff like that, which is pretty dope. Maybe I'll talk about this as well, give you guys some content. And not just, I just don't want to give you guys a whole bunch of art stuff. There's probably a lot of art YouTube channels that's doing that. A lot of channels that's talking about art, specific art, this art, that. No, I want to talk to you guys business. I want to put money in your pockets. I'm going to be able to be like, thank you, Jaron, for teaching me sales marketing skills. And you're not just going to have me do business with me. You guys ain't gonna just be doing business with me. You're gonna be doing business with Uncle G, Grant Cardone, Dre Baldwin, which is the Work on Your Game podcast, because I'm also consuming his stuff as well. And another guy, which I don't know if I should say his name on YouTube because he's been unbanned on every single platform. I am also in. You know who I'm talking about, right? We can't say his name on YouTube or anywhere else because they're gonna put the little destructive button. Bam.
Yeah.
But I can't say their names. Everyone know his name. He's the hottest man, the hottest, and I don't say that. Well, I'm not saying it that way, but the basically the most popular Google man on earth, I'll say.
Right.
You know,
absolutely. Yeah.
That's what I'll say. I don't want to say his name because YouTube might give me the termination button, and even Twitch and maybe TikTok because I'm about to be cutting this stuff up using an AI system, so I don't be doing it myself, all the edits and boom. All right, Brandon, talk to you guys. Talk to you soon. And you guys remember, your Po folks is not where we at, it's where we come from. You're the co-creator of your own reality. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul, and you are made in the image of God. All right.